Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Torment Tides of Numenera. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today here next to this clock that it's been that we saw so long ago. We talked to Kasmin and we talked to Mimion, and they are Aeon priests apparently, much like Aliger, I believe. Whatever that means, I haven't been really able to figure out yet. But let's see what we can do here with this clock, because unless we can do these things before that. We have cultists around here. Should we try this before? Because we have this human-sized figure over here that we weren't able to figure out what that was. Well, I wasn't anyway. Have a chat with these cultists. I don't think they're gonna say anything. Will you let me touch you, honored vessel? No, thank you. What about that guy over there? I've studied your sire's lives since I was a youth. All my wisdom I owe to them. Really? What is this thing then? What is this thing in the middle? This structure is embedded in the ground. It was clearly not made by the same people who built Circus Minor. It looks as though the device extends deeper into the ground below the road. Weathered runes are spread across the device's surface. Okay, let's leave it alone for right now. I think it's gonna be related to this. Let's try this one first before we go over and mess around with those things. This complex machine towers over you. Its purpose is unclear, but the three circular faces set into the ground remind you of clocks. Oh. Could it be that it's not actually a clock, and they think it's a clock because it reminds me of clocks? Something is wrong with the machine, however. It's partially transparent, shimmering in the air when you look directly at it. The clock faces seem to show several different times at once. Humanoid silhouettes ripple beneath the central clock face. One places his hand against a face as though it were a glass wall. They seem to be watching you. Let's examine the machine first before I mess around with the phantoms or whatever those things are. The towering mechanism wavers in the air, similar to Callistege. It appears to be in several states at once, though all of the machine's states are in the exact same location. You can't touch it either. Your hand passes right through the structure. As you pull your hand away, a memory strikes you as powerfully as if someone took a club to your chest. You are working at the clock. It is no longer transparent but perfectly solid. There is a noise behind you, so they've come. The three traitors. They think to surprise you, but through the powers of the clock, you have foreseen this moment. There is the faintest sound of metal sliding against leather. You slap a hand on the central clock face, activating the clock's arcane powers. You're not sure what it will do to them, but it's better than what they will do to you. There is a flash. Arcs of energy stretch out from the clock over your shoulders to your would-be attackers. You don't see what happens to them, but they quickly disappear along with their screams. As the last shred of the memory fades, a swirl of energy passes through your body. Cold barbs prick every muscle. Suddenly, tidal forces arc from the clock to three ancient devices in the cultists' encampment. The clock recognized something inside you, or maybe vice versa. Either way, you have inadvertently activated the nearby devices. There it goes. Oh. So there's another one over there. Oh, wait. Oh, so that's a device as well. Oh, it is. Look at that. Look, I didn't see that. It's just a thing built on top of the central thing. Okay, let's try and mess with this one then. I mean, I probably... Oh, a strange feeling comes over you as you approach this device, as if someone were sneaking up on you in the corner of your eye. When you look, there's no one there. It feels like something is different though, but you can't put your finger on what. A series of images flit across the surface of the device itself. They don't appear related to the changes around you. You see faces of other people and places, all of them familiar. Let's examine the images on the surface of the device first. As soon as you focus on them, you feel a warmth on your head where your tattoo is. The images respond to your thoughts, slowing and changing at your whim. It's something about your body that allows you to do this, which perhaps means that only you can even see the images. You immediately recognize the pictures as pieces of memory, specifically the three memories you saw back in the phantoms of your mind. You mean when we started the game? Let's look at the memory in the underwater city first. The memory is recent. Two men, both with tattoos like your own, are in an underwater city searching for something. The denizens of the city chase them from their quarry and ultimately surround and capture them. As you review the memory, you get a strange feeling in your mind that you can only describe as a query. The device wants something from you. Suddenly you remember the memories in the device are possibilities, but you can't lock on one of the memories here, so it is the only one that displays. You can't remember what purpose that served, though. Okay. Lock the recent... Oh, wait a minute. That might not have been a good idea. Lock the recent memory in the underwater city to this device. Images of the two men in the underwater city are now the only images that play on the surface of this device. They search for something, are chased, and then are captured over and over again in an endless loop. Oh, I can unlock it. Okay, let's go with that. With a mere thought, the image disappears. Okay, let's go with the lush valley and see what it is all about. Somehow you know the memory is from a long time ago, centuries ago probably. A man and a woman, both with tattoos like your own, are surveying a lush, secluded valley for some purpose you cannot recall. And what about the city under siege? Somehow you know this memory is ancient. It might have occurred 1,000 years ago. A man, or maybe that's not too ancient. A man and a young girl race through the streets of Saga's cliffs. All around them, the city is attacked by a terrible people. The terrible people? Oh, like a group of people. Oh, the Tabat, you recall. The man takes them to an ancient machine somewhere in the city. Then he and the girl disappears. Oh, so, let's look more closely at the changes around me, see what those are. The changes are difficult to notice at first, but after a moment you figure it out. Circus Minor is the same, but the crowd is different. Most of the people in the stalls are buildings are not the same as those you've seen around the square. Those few you do recognize are younger by several years. Okay, let's leave the device alone. I think I'm gonna need to lock on a particular memory that leads me to something in particular. Can I mess around with the clock over here again? Let's see what happens. The complex machine shimmers in the air when you look directly at it. The clock faces seem to show several different times at once. Let's reach for the silhouetted figures. Your hand passes straight through the clock face, the figures, and the entire structure. It's as if the entire machine wasn't even there. Can I keep doing that? Your hand passes, you'll have to find some other way to get to them. Oh, okay. So that's an interesting way of doing that. I wonder if people do change when I go into the memory. Not really, just a visual effect. Okay. As you approach this device, Circus Minor is thrown into chaos. Buildings are on fire. People are screaming and running for their lives while armored soldiers hunt them. None of them seem to pay any attention to you, though. It's some kind of vision, not reality. You glance down at the device. A series of images flit across its surface. They don't appear related to the changes around you. You see faces of other people and places, all of them familiar. Okay, so there's the underwater city. So we can't really, I don't really know what to say. I imagine you need to use them all to lock into a specific state. As you approach this device, Circus Minor changes around you. People are dressed differently and speak differently. Wall new structures appear, including an enormous building rising from the edge of the square. You look down at the device. A series of images flit across its surface. They don't appear related to the changes around you. You see faces of other people and places, all of them familiar. Okay, so I'm gonna save the game here, and I'm gonna lock into the lush valley because that seems a little bit more pleasing to me. So let's look at the changes after I'm done around that. Circus Minor looks almost completely different. All the people are dressed strangely, and though they speak the truth, they use many terms and phrases that you don't understand. The square has changed as well. All of the tents are gone. The buildings are more colorful and less weathered. One building in particular rises from the edge of the square, so it's basically the same thing. Okay. Now, and I'm gonna lock them all into the same state. And I do wonder... Okay, Lush Valley, that's the one. Okay, the images of the men and women in the valley are now the only images that play across the surface of the device. They survey the valley in an endless loop. Okay, what about this one then? See what happens. I'm probably gonna screw something up. Okay, play across the surface of the device. As you lock the third image, the air around the device trembles. The other devices in the square begin to glow as though they're about to do something. Just as suddenly, the glow on all three devices fades. The image that you had locked to this device flickers, and then the three memories flit across its surface once more. The device seems to have reset itself. Uh... Smashing and lore machinery. I kind of want to do that. So that's not how it should be done. Okay, let's see who's better at this. You're pretty good at smashing. Oh yeah, you're pretty good at smashing. Let's go with that. And that's gonna be 90%. I actually could improve that. Let's go with maximum over here. See what smashing does, because that how to fix it. You strike the machine several times. After a particularly mighty blow, a section near the base of the device caves in on itself, and shattered pieces of synth spill out of the hole. The device goes dark, the images are gone, and so are the weird echoes of Circus Miner's past. You've definitely broken it. Around the cultists' encampment, the other two devices darken as well, but the clock becomes solid. It no longer appears to be in multiple time periods at once. As the clock returns to solidity, a strange thing happens to the sky. The sun races to the horizon and disappears, and Circus Minor is enveloped in darkness. Oddly, buildings in the distance, beyond the edges of the district, still appear sunlit. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Oh.
Making a note.
I disabled the clock, didn't I? They're not gonna like me, are they? My bad? Why? The device has reverted to its original state. Now that you've broken the other one, it no longer displays images nor alters what you see around you. Oh, that was okay. That was okay. Oh boy. The machine is solid now. Each of the 3 clock faces shows a single time, though none of them point to any time measurement that you understand. You lean closer to the central clock face. 3 shadowy figures still lurk within, their features almost discernible now. Suddenly the figures surge out of the clock towards you. Intense pressure strikes your head like a steel spike. Then everything goes black.
Making a note.
Yeah? You just passed out. Where are we? Oh, we died. Did we die? Looks like we did. Oh, this is an this is an impossible geometry thing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty easy to make, actually. But yeah, if you're interested in this sort of stuff, there's a level in Diablo 2. Well, not interested in this, but yeah, it reminds me of a level in Diablo 2 where you have this sort of stuff. But I think it's more because of a bug in the game than anything. Basically, what this is this looks like a ladder, like a staircase, right? It's not really. Let's see what my character does. So if it's easy. Well, it's kind of a little bit all over the place, but you can tell depending on how he aims. It's just a painted floor, you know? It's what it is. It looks like something, but it's not. So we have Villain, Divaitiku, and Kamos. So I'm thinking that we're inside the clock, not actually dead, which is a good thing, I suppose. Let's have a chat with, this guy looks nice. I'm gonna go with that, Villain. Not because he's a villain, but anyway. The 3 figures before you are disoriented. They don't even seem to notice you at first. All 3 of them have a tattoo like yours. Cast-offs. What befell us? The woman is dressed in powerful-looking armor. Her face bears several scars, yet her eyes have the innocence of a child. Did he do something? Are we still in the clock? What new torture does the changing god have for us, she thinks. Oh, it's a clock then. Okay, so they know it's a clock, or they think it's a clock anyway. I do not believe so, says Diviatiku. The second figure is tall, dressed all in black. Its height is exaggerated further by a violet fish-like crest on the top of its head. Its large yellow eyes are squinted, scanning all around. There was a man outside the clock, but it wasn't. It was him! The third figure points at you. He is small, wiry, and tense, as though he expects danger. He carries a shield on his back. He's a cast-off, he says, looking at your tattoo. Can't say I recognize him, though. What happened just now? Well, we were ingested into your head. I saw it. How is that possible? He eyes you suspiciously. Who are you? Yeah, I'm a cast-off like you. I'm the latest one. The latest? Says Kamos, the girl. She raises one eyebrow, significantly higher than the other. That's not possible. We faced the changing god mere days ago, and you are the only body he wore. And you are not the body he wore, she says. Well, I think we might have been trapped in that clock for centuries, Kamos, says Vilon. Something about it messed with our perception. The Varielen... Oh, that's a Varielen, then. Huh. The Varian looks up at the ceiling, Diviatico does, or where the ceiling would be if there were one. Time is an illusion. How long is the wrong question? He turns its enormous head, bulbous eyes to you. What is this place? Where are we? Outside time, he thinks. We were, perhaps still are. I think so, actually. This might be outside time. But if he says, I don't know. You say that's in my head, but I don't know. The Varian shuts its eyes. 6 nostrils open wide as it inhales deeply. Our consciousnesses were ripped from our bodies when the Changing God activated his clock. Then, when you appeared, it happened again. Our minds ripped from their chronal prison. Chronal as in from time, I suppose, because chronos is... I think it's Greek for time. It looks at its friends. I cannot be certain, but I believe this is part of some vast mental construct. He turns to you. Your mental construct. Villon's eyes become nearly as large as the Varialen's. What? You mean that we just went from one prison to another? He grips you by the shoulder. You did this! If this is your mind, then let us out! I want to. Why would I not want to? But I don't see any way out. The Varian stretches its neck, putting its face with a handspan of within a handspan of yours. It seems to be examining you, that it says, your mind. Only you have the power to change. What it's trying to say is that this place was created by your body, or for your body, rather, or perhaps by your body. Our sire placed within each of us unique gifts and abilities. For example, I have never heard or tell of another cast-off who could trap consciousnesses the way that you have. And she gives you a warm smile. He would not have created this space for you without also giving you a means to by which to move through it. Think, what other gifts did our Creator bestow upon you? I chose an aspect of myself when I was born, deep in the heart of this labyrinth. Is that it? Diviatico shakes his head. I can't see what you speak of. It says, and you get a momentary impression that its eyes can see through you. This aspect describes you, but just as I am Varialan, Volion is observant, and Camus is foolish. I object to that characterization, says Camus. Villon, he gives a kind chuckle. Well, it's not wrong, and you know it. At her wounded look, he raises his hands placatingly. It's the truth. Anyway, you've gotten us out of twice as much trouble as you got us into. The Varialan speaks to you. These aspects are descriptors of who we are, but they are not us. That you chose your aspect says quite a lot, but I do not believe that is enough to set us free. Why can't you get us out of here? Huh, weren't you listening? We were trapped in that clock for centuries. I'm looking for a way out, believe me, but if Diviaticus says it's your mind, well, then it's your show, yeah. So long as we leave, says Camus, there is hope. One of us will find a way. Okay, well, I no offense, guys, but if I can get out of here and find my way around outside of my mind, that'd be fantastic, and then I can come back and get you. But then again, how would I get back in here? So why did the Changing God trap you in the clock? Ah, yes. And Camus looks down, embarrassed. The three of us once worked alongside our sire, helping him with his research after he'd brought the Order of Truth to Sagas Cliffs. We saw him for what he was. Selfish, arrogant. Marilel helped us to see, she thinks. I wonder what has become of her since we were imprisoned. Well, he doesn't care about us, not a single one of his children, says Villon. He crosses his arms and looks away bitterly. All of his projects were always about him. He didn't care if anyone got hurt in the process. Okay, so does that fit what? Selfish and arrogant. Yeah, it kind of is just saying what she was saying. We betrayed him. Unlike the others, the Varialan looks you directly in the eye. We meant to stun him, to capture him before he could escape to another body, but he was too quick for us. He activated the clock, tearing our minds from our bodies and trapping us eternally. Well, I built a path out of a deep fathom? Yeah, fathom, yeah. I built a path out of a deep fathom in my mind by recovering memories I had lost. Well, perhaps, if there were any memories here to recover... Villon curls his lip and looks around. Well, maybe I just don't know what memories look like, but I don't see anything. It It would seem that we are in agreement, villain. Well, I'm what they call a nano. Yeah, so's the Varlian, or Variellen, but you don't see him barking about it. Well, you see, that's just the type of thing that you do. It was a path you chose, not something our sire gave you, nor a means of freedom. Okay, I don't think I have the ability you're talking about then. You must! And she looks at her compatriots and back to you. We each have our gifts, given to us by our sire for a specific purpose. His purpose, of course, but a purpose nonetheless. And she presses a hand to your chest. They say, for example, that, foolish though I may be, I have 9 magical gifts of speech. That is not something I chose nor learned, but it is who he made me to be. Vilon rubs his hands along the edge of his shield. I am a master of defensive arts. Our sire learned them when he was in my body. Probably built my body to excel at it. I wouldn't call it a gift, but yeah, it's me. I am one with the shadows, says Divyatiku. I live in them. I breed them. This is not some exotery I discovered, but a unique ability our sire chose for me while he was in my body. Camos gives you a kind smile. The gift is in you. Perhaps you have just forgotten. Our sire wouldn't have made this place for you without granting you the power to get out. Focus. Find the answer inside you. Oh, maybe this is the title thing. The title skills that we... Oh, maybe that's what we need to find the adversary. Although I doubt it. You guys remembering the 5th eye? Yeah. So, let's shut my eyes and search the memory for this ability they speak of. You rifle through your memories, past everything you actually remember, to those memories you didn't create yourself. There must be a key or a door, anything that would help you to escape this fathom of your mind. Just as you're about to give up, you find something, a cluster of sparks, nascent abilities deep within the core of your being. You sense the abilities to speak eloquently, to use a shield with a master's skill, to lurk among the shadows as they were home. Yeah, but I'm just sensing these abilities.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Holy crap! 100 experience? None of them seem particularly suited to creating a path out of this place, but as you sift through them, you know that you are trapped here, not because it is some puzzle your sire left for you to solve, but because you are not yet whole. This is another part, the last part, of deciding who you are. In completing yourself, you will be able to open a path back to the calm of your mind. Okay, so these are the focuses. Somebody asked me if they had taken this away from the character creation, and apparently you're supposed to create this at the beginning of the game. But these are the focus, or yeah, the foci, I guess. If you think focus is a Latin word and not an English word, you could say focuses because that's how you pluralize the English word. But anyway, the plural part. Anyway, so I unlocked. Brandishes a silver tongue. That kind of fits my character a lot. Breathes shadows. Nocturnal. Plus quick fingers, deception tasks, and perception tasks. I don't really want that. I have the other guy for that. Surprise attack. I think this is because I leveled up. Do you guys think it's because I leveled up? Nah, it can't be. It can't be. It's gotta be a coincidence. It's a separate thing. Otherwise, you know, they wouldn't... Yeah, anyway, surprise attack. If this character is hidden, it gains a 10% on attacks and plus 3 damage. Master defense. You study techniques to defend yourself, and we have counter attack, and we have shield master. Well, seems pretty straightforward what we want. It's this thing. You know the right thing to say in every situation. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome with words. And it grants additional abilities regardless of your chosen type. Each provides benefits both in battle and out of it, and is geared towards a particular approach. Plus 1 effort on persuasion, deception, and intimidation. Okay, so on persuasion, we can do that. We can definitely do that in the persuasion check that is waiting for us at the 5th eye. Fantastic. So let's go with that. And that's our way out. Although, my way out, most likely. The other guys are probably going to be stuck in here. That's it! You did it! Does this mean we can go back to the real world? Says Villain. Well, I don't think so, Villain. But it does mean we are free. Finally. He turns to you. Thank you, friend. Go. We will follow you. Something's not right, he thinks. Shadows. Angles. It's safer for him to go first. Yeah, I think it is. Go ahead. I'd rather make sure it works first. Oh, you're quite blatant in your reasons to send me ahead, though. Oh, hello, little sorrow. Am I gonna have to fight you by myself? Ouch. What? Is he gonna kill the other guys? He's gonna kill the other guys, isn't it? The little sorrow. This is the little sorrow that escaped into our mind before. Oh, boy. Oh, of course. I saw what happened. Are you alright? That thing almost killed you. Oh, how do I get back in? The Spectre shrugs. I don't know if you can. At least not until you gain more power over your mind. He puts a spectral hand on your shoulder. Don't worry. If you need to get in there, you'll find a way, eventually. His voice is somber. The sorrow must be gathering its strength, taking spaces in your mind to keep you from reaching your full potential. I don't know why it doesn't just destroy you. Maybe the fragments aren't strong enough yet. It's alright, though. We have more important things to do, right? Like, get that chamber fixed. Yeah, it seems that he's really intent on that. Is there anything that changed? He's gonna tell me to look around, yeah. Okay, I'm ready to go. See you later. Go, good luck. Yeah. Can I really do anything with that? I can examine it. It's too small. The portal has collapsed into this tiny pulsing sphere. Something about it strikes you as angry, though you'd be hard-pressed to say why. Okay. Okay, and also we can level up. Let's take care of that. It's interesting that I'm leveling up so fast in comparison to my friends. That thing is completely broken, isn't it? The sorrow shattered the mirror leading back to the dark fathom. The glass shards hiss when you touch them. And over there, what is that? The swirling depths flicker with mysteries and powers you cannot define. I think that might be just our mind or something. Well, hopefully the guys, the cultists over here are not going to be too pissed that I kind of broke their clock. I'm not really sure why they would want the clock to work but in the first place, but I guess just curiosity. Okay, and back here we are. But now that we have a focus, well, more importantly, now that I can have a little bit more edge on persuasion checks, which is really what I was looking for. I got natural charisma right there. So persuasion, deception, and intimidation tasks. That's really, really good. So now that I have that, that's going to be awesome as well. And I am going to level up, and I'm going to increase the edge. Let's see, extra effort. Increasing your max effort allows you to spend more effort when performing tasks. Oh, wait a minute. Edge is just free stuff. I want the effort. I want the effort, yeah. On, everything? Yeah. So I can improve the skill right now. I have the stat pool. I could go with that one if I wanted to. 2 points. No, I don't really want that. I want the effort right there. Okay. Fantastic. So that's our level up. So that means that before I talk to these guys, I'm gonna go back to the, fifth eye, and, I'm gonna try and fix those guys. See if I can, well, I don't actually remember what the quest was, but anyway, we're out of time for the day, so let's go there on the next episode. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.